Hello, IK here. Welcome to postsSlice part 3. Here is a three uh, type three type of action of event handling, event handler. And here is a tank one. It is React application, React Redux application plus remote mock server. And I take delete operation from acronym CRUD, create, read, update, delete. Dispatch post delete ID. It is calling, it is handler, event handler on click on button delete. Here is a handler, post delete is handler, handle delete is handler. This is what happened, what would be called when event on click in React Redux app plus data in memory, not outside. We don't need the asynchronous process. And the third type is handle delete. Here it is, handle delete post ID. It would be called after on click, on click, when we on click on button delete in application 470 React application plus remote mock server, but without Redux. There is no Redux. Here is two application with Redux and one application without Redux. Two application with Redux, difference is data in mock server or data in memory of our computer. And React app, React application plus mock server without Redux, And when you look at in that, event handler on is the same. It is post delete and parameter ID. It is handle delete, and parameter ID, post ID. Here is also handle delete and parameter post ID. Redux and no Redux is difference in dispatch. But now in this video I spoke about handler, event handler. And event handler is here same syntax. And how we know what happened when we call handle delete. Handle delete for us is a function. It is calling. Here is a syntax for call function. Call function. It is name of function and parentheses with argument, parameter, and when it is concretely value, it is argument. Here is also name and parentheses, argument in parentheses, and here is same, handle delete, post ID. All this function calling happen in location where action happened. It is post list. Every post, below every post, we have button delete in every of these three applications. And when we click that button, we call dispatch post delete, dispatch handle delete, or only handle delete without dispatch. Now, we will see what that function, what happened what happen, how define that function, how defined that function. Okay. Here it is. React App plus remote mock server. Here it is. React App plus remote. It is without Redux. Without Redux. And we have asynchron handle delete equal asynchron arrow function. Asynchron arrow function, and all what we need happen in that arrow function. We have parameter ID in arrow function. We have asynchron process. It is in build that possibility. There is a JavaScript programs. Every JavaScript programs don't need nothing add for that. Asynchron keyword help us to write code like synchronize, and it is all like synchronize. Await try catch structure for catch error, and await await keyword is means that we await here await that Axios delete request finished. And here is Axios delete request endpoint address. In that endpoint address is variable ID. Here is backstick for template literal. Backstick for template literal. It is that we can write together string and variable without sign plus and quote, etc. And here immediately a local manager set post, function set post, immediately create a new state. Here, create new state where in that local post list component. Look at this, when you see this expression, you will see that expression everywhere other, but would be some difference. Here is a handle delete function, immediately does all what we need. Contact mock server, request, response of mock server, Axios delete, return that return promise object give data to here to set post, and you look at how short syntax is, how less coding here it is, because we don't have here response data, but we set post. There is all what I need here in parameter to account, to execute a new state, filter, create a new state without post ID what we delete, post what we delete. And it is React App through remote mock server. Here is manager, state manager is use state with variable and what return variable and function for change that variable. And here it is. And when we call handle delete here, there is no Redux. We cannot see in browser what we can see when it is Redux. Redux toolkit in browser is don't exist. We can only look at by console log rendering, etc. But again, handle delete here is action creator, is uh, 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 action creator. But here we don't spoke about action, don't exist action creator. Action creator exists only in Redux, when we have Redux. And because of that, it is only on click, call handle delete, and local local variable is changed. Local variable post array is changed. Here is there is no status here. Local variable is array, only array post. Okay, now. And there is no creators, there is no action, there is no creators, there is no status, there is no error, there is no object post, only post. Here it is. And there is no postsSlice, there is no store, there is no in-index, there is no provider. And we don't need import, install React Redux or Redux toolkit, etc. And very, very, very simple. We have only, we have less store. We don't have store. We don't have postsSlice. Okay. Very, very simple. And simple application, we need work like that because it is only one local state post list, no other. And we don't need, absolutely don't need Redux. But I use in that the simplest possible application, I add Redux and learn in that simple, and only like that we can learn Redux or and all other on the simplest possible case, in simplest possible application. And that simplest possible application is Tank1. It is React Redux remote mock server. Dispatch post delete. But before that, edit undo. Here is 454 application, React Redux app plus data in memory. Plus data in memory. Handle delete. Edit undo. Handle delete. Data in memory. It is something delete. No, I must control, like here is a wrong copy. Here is a wrong copy. Reactive sub data in memory. We don't need, it is wrong. I go to correct because there is no endpoint address because data in memory. And this is, I would delete and I go to, it is 454. 454. 454. 454. Okay, I stop video and find correct copy. Here it is, React Redux app and plus data in memory. Data in memory. I that it is like we coding basket in e-commerce. Okay. Dispatch delete. Here it is. What would be called when on button click. And that post delete function here, we have not endpoint address, we have no mock server here, data is in memory, and but here we have action and action creator. This is action creator. Also, it is a string for action type. And okay, we see that that it is a finished also finished state. We don't call tank here. We call action creator post delete, and it is final station. There is nothing more. Dispatch post delete. Dispatch action creator. Action creator. And action creator creates action object with payload, properties payload, and type. Type is post delete. It is all declarative programming. It is in postsSlice where we are coding like formula and never see a construction that type explicit we coding. We didn't code explicit post delete. Action type is post delete. No, and it is background does, and we can see it in Redux toolkit in browser that post delete, post delete is type of action. It is last station. And there is a no tank function. It is important. And it is last station. It is the same like this handle delete, where we have without Redux. Here with Redux is the same because we don't need get asynchron. We don't need get data from outside. We don't need side effect. And post delete is action creator. Action, there is action type and payload. Here we have no action. We have set state manager. It is there is no Redux. It is set state, and set state is local state manager. Local state manager, and handle delete is not action creator because here we have not action. It is only event handler on click in button delete, event handler. Similarity with this React Redux is that post delete is finished station. There is no what now we will see here in tank. It is tank, coming tank in play, and tank it is middleware, Redux with middleware, because we must go out. But Redux like manager want to know all about asynchronous process, about data, what happened with data in asynchronous process. Because of that, we have a, post post object, not post array, like two example down, post object. In that post object, we have posts array and status and error. That status give us in that object, global state object, give us information about status during asynchronous code. Status can be pending type, it is status loading, and can be fulfilled, status succeeded, or rejected status. Status would be rejected, failed. And here is an object. Object is post. Object here is array. Here is array. Only post array. There is no status. There is no, here it is. There is no error. Only post. And post delete, finished job here, because there is no endpoint address, because data is in memory of our computer. Okay, but look at here. We call dispatch delete, and there is no difference in syntax of dispatch. Only here we have dispatch, but here it is. There is no difference in syntax. But here, dispatch, we have not tank. We have immediately action creator post delete. Finished station. We don't need asynchronous operation processing. And we have action creator post delete. But here we must go out in asynchronous process. Because of that, different global state is post object, and the post array is only one properties of object, global object. Here we have only uh, we have only a posts array here. We don't need here object. We have only post array, like here, because all here in with Redux, like here without Redux, because we don't need information about asynchronous, because asynchronous don't exist. Here is all synchronized, and the Redux understands synchronize process. But Redux don't understand asynchronous. And in that asynchronous, we have an object, and in that object, we have status, error, and post. But always we have action, state in action. We have a reducer, we have store, we have reducer. Reducer is same in every Redux reducer. There is input state and action and output state. Okay. Dispatch delete. But here, when we have asynchronous, we have asynchronous. It is not delete, post delete. It is not action creator. Post delete here is a tongue function. and the tang function call other function and also action creator. It is not finished. That tang must have to do asynchronous request, promise, return promise, and response data. But it is like here it is. But this return here, this return, it is return response data, must go in action creator. Action creator is down in extra reducer, building build object, add case method of that object. And you see, this is action creator, can be pending, can be fulfilled, and can be rejected. Can be rejected. For example, for fulfilled, it has no when data in memory. It has no, we have no pending, fulfilled, and because our data is in memory, not outside. And all what we do is change global state. Change global state. Synchronize, not asynchronous. We don't wait, nothing. All data is in our computers. And again, we have not asynchronous process in here. But here, look at that difference. Post delete, again, here is a Redux, but post delete is action creator. But here we need a tank, and post delete ID is a tank. And what is tank? Tank is tank. Tank is here is handle tank, handle delete. What is tank? Tank is function. Function create asynchronous tank. It is function. It is a string for action type. It is asynchronous arrow function inside what is await and axios dot delete request. Again, function request. And we have response data. And that response data go in action creator because the data can be payload if it is it depends about phase. Does it pending type? There is no payload. Fulfilled, there is a payload. And also rejected payload is nothing, empty, but error coming from operation system, and our application catch it and inform, and we coding that inform user in user interface. And all that talking is for confusion-free explanation. Confusion, don't expect to see every code, what you need, like in PHP, object-oriented, other programs, maybe in your life, like in mine. No, nothing C, only coding like formula, dispatch, post, delete, and add case here, extra reducer, etc., etc. All would be working good. But understand what happened. What happened? And here that tank, and they always every tutorial said when dispatch function instead of action, it is tank. Tank. When dispatch function instead object, it is a tank. And look at again. Uh, when dispatch function instead object, it is tank. But every three of these dispatch function, it is in every of these dispatch. Here is also dispatch function, post delete, like here, dispatch function, and here that dispatch post delete, that function is action creator, but here is tank. How you know it? From that sentence, if dispatch function instead object, it is tank. When you see in every of this case, dispatch function call concretely, function call, function call, function call. When I spoke about dispatch, and here where we have not Redux, we have handle delete post ID. We don't dispatch, but we call it. And it is finished station. We will have what we need. We will delete one post ID. And when I learn and talk with artificial intelligence, I now understand that when we said dispatch function, and when we said dispatch action, it is practically same. And we often said tank dispatch action. Tank dispatch action. But we see that tank is function, what dispatch function. And that function create. Here it is. Post delete is tank. Here is handle. It must be handle delete. Handle delete. No, or it is here post handle post delete and post delete. Post delete. That post delete create asynchron tank function what does all, and after that data go to creator. Add case, it is creator, action creator. But here immediately we have here it is action creator. It is action creator. Final station. Okay, handle delete, post delete, and when we said that we call action creator, it is the same as we said we dispatch action. Why? Because action creator, function action creator, create action. We don't dispatch. It is like this. It means here we dispatch action creator. Here in place of parameter. Parameter is calling function. But calling function means execution of function. Execution of function means action, result. Result would be action. And it is point what confused me. When I see post delete, I see it like a function, and tank also like a function, and but don't see like action. And action creator is action because the function calling function must be executed, and the result is action. And it means that we dispatch action or we dispatch action creator. It is the same. Result is action. But here we will said dispatch post delete tank. What is tank? Action creator, but not immediately, not last station. Tank must get asynchron, take data from mock server, give it, respond, return it to add case, action creator, and pending type action and pending type and fulfilled type action dispatched to and when we see we dispatch action, pending type action, and pending type action and fulfilled type action. But it must immediately post delete need the tank need help of other function, need help of asynchron request, need help of promise, etc. But and need help of add case of action creator. But here is action creator immediately don't need help of anything, don't need asynchron because data is in memory, don't need when there is no asynchron, there is no promise object, there is no add case action creator, nothing, only post delete, and it is finished state. And dispatch action, here we dispatch action. But my eyes see that we dispatch function, not object action, but function, and it is wrong with my eyes. It is confusion in my head. No confusion. No confusion means when we see function, we see object here concretely. But when we see function here, we don't see object immediately. Because that post delete is tank, because need all middleware adding code in background to resolve, to go asynchron, get back, inform Redux about state during that asynchron path, etc., etc. And at last, if all is okay, return response data to add case down in extra reducer, and add case create action, final process action, object action with the action type and the action payload. And but we will see a sentence that tank dispatch action. Tank dispatch. It is short. saying. It is correct also. It is true. In finally, tank dispatch action. But the difference between this post delete, between this tank and this action creator is what here is only this, that post delete is only this, but here post delete is this export constant, this tank function, and all this action creator add case, etc., etc. But final result of all this code and all this code, final result is action, and we can see that tank dispatch action to Redux store reducer, Dispatch is method of store. It means dispatch to store, but in store is reducer. And action go always to store to reducer function, input of that reducer function. And include in changes of state, global state. Action is included in changes of state. And that changes of post, array post, it is important. But also we have, and it go that post, array post, it is changes through a reducer. But status and error status, it is don't need go to through reducer. It resolved middleware, but middleware resolved all that reducer, that store. It is all in no, it is Redux is a separate application outside of React, but middleware is part of Redux. What help Redux to understand asynchronous process? What understand? Understand and receive the information about data during asynchronous process. Okay. I think that I have a lot of that I have a lot of idea about explanation of postsSlice, about explanation of that declarative programming, and that postsSlice and Redux. It is very, very confused for me was in the beginning. And I think that there is a people in the world what is also confused. And I want help that people with this video. Help people who is confused with React Redux. And I want that you, after all, you understand and like declarative programming and React Redux and use Redux. You use Redux in every your application. This is simplest possible application. You use Redux only for know it with closed eye in every time when you need it, and no problems in complicate application. You will be ready to use Redux. Sometimes you will heard that Redux is better performance without Redux. Yes, but performance there is nothing with mentability, usability, scalability, and of course, every dependency, every adding, every install plus in React means better performance. But what is performance? It is only fast execution, how fast execute our application. But it is not the most important. Most important is building application, architecture, building application architecture, mentability, mentability and understandable, clear, and all that is Redux, using Redux manager or somebody other, but Redux for React is the best because it is to neighbor team in Meta, and it would be better and better association. Okay, and I recommend create every application create with Redux only for your learning, your adoption to React Redux application, React Redux application, and to have global state and to have global manager, Redux manager of that global state is something excellent. And that subscription of component, what component need be subscribed, would be subscribed, and it is excellent. Excellent. And that status, that information, that Redux received information about asynchronous process of data, that Redux manager have control in asynchronous process of data. It is something excellent, and that you can see that all that in Redux toolkit in browser for every state, for every status. You can see state, and all that is excellent to have. Build application like that when you know every step, when you simple control, have simple control and the simple debug. All that together means mentability of application is on potential. Okay, this is all for this video. And after every video, I have sense that I have to create more video about this theme because it is very confused. And I recommend you that you also have this type of tree application. No Redux connect to mock server remote, and with Redux in memory, and with Redux with Redux with the mock server. Like here it is tank 1, 454, and 470. Address of this application would be in description below video, and it is the simplest possible application, crude, create, read, update, delete application, and in understand understand that three application, you are ready for any company, enter in any company and grow your knowledge in that company in practice. Because in CRUD of every application, web application, CRUD is fundamental feature of every web development, every web application. CRUD: create, read, update, delete. It is programmable engine, I would call it, programmable engine of every web application. All other is repeating that features and design HTML, CSS, and or frameworks for design. But programmable part is CRUD acronym: create, read, update, delete. And this is three application what have it. And it is very important to compare and for better understand and for better know, faster understand, faster know, to know about programming CRUD in this typical situation: React Redux remote mock server, React Redux in memory data, and React Redux and only React with remote mock server without Redux. And very, very good for understanding that differences between tank and between action creator, and better understand all that sentence what you read in a tutorial in the internet and in the blog and other places. Understand what really happened here. It is important what really happened, and when we understand what really happened, we will know explain it our colleague, and we will know communicate it. Okay, it's all for this video. If you know somebody that need videos like that, inform, share, address, subscribe if you need, like if you need. All that is a comment. It is engagement, your engagement in this video, and your engagement is my learning and feedback to me, but also it is feedback to every of people who look at this video and would be look at, will be look at. Thank you for watching this video.